Welcome back to Tran Wins Edge of Eternity. Greetings, sir, madam, and to you. The bridge is closed for the moment. The consort's orders.
Do you know when it will reopen?
It is not my place to say.
All roads are closed because of the Arcadian refugee situation. I'm sure you've heard their pet project blew up on them. Poor guys, they didn't deserve that. But the thing is, since they dabbled with technology, the consort suspects them of being infected with the corrosion. On top of that, monsters have been restless ever since.
Well, we still have unfinished business in Ur-Dunnrir. Let us hope the situation will be resolved by then.
Thank you for the information, sir.
Yeah, well, nothing else to do than to talk and wait.
Strange. These flowers seem familiar somehow.
So that actually seemed like important dialogue for me to be aware of. That was completely missable. Alright, so let's go ahead and load, and we'll get right back into it. Okay, well, this is the dialogue I just got, but I've already got the pass open. That's why that gate is... Whatever, game. Whatever. See, I've already done this headstone thing. I guess they didn't expect you to save and load right after talking to the flower and guard, I suppose. I assume the bridge is not up. But it'll probably get repaired later. Make my traveling easier. I feel like maybe I should just keep going so I can get this Ur-Dunnrir or whatever. I'm sure that's not actually the name. I'd probably got it kind of mixed up with the Dead Space name, the Ishimura. And the Nico for cat or whatever. But I'm assuming that's what I assume that's some sort of steed that I can get. Alright. Did the bridge get repaired? If that bridge get repaired through all that dialogue. I mean, it's convenient for me. It's just... I don't even know what to say about that. Yeah, that's the bridge that was broken not too long ago. What I really need to do is I need to find a giant deer monster. That's actually why I'm heading back in this direction. I don't feel like I've leveled up a lot since we last met, but I feel a lot more confident in my fighting abilities now. So bring it on!
I won't back down! Take this!
By the will of the gods!
Take this!
By the will of the gods! I will commend your soul to the gods.
Orocos are a real plague, let me tell you. They're afraid of fire, though. We've been posted here to keep the monster population in check. Lately, it's been the opposite. When I told the top brass I didn't... It's not Darien that's saying this, but alright. When I told the top brass I didn't want a promotion, they took it the wrong way. Their answer was to put me here. I think the Darien should be saying this line, so I will read it as Darien. We fixed your little porcine... Wait, what? Is it really? Would he say? Yeah, I guess he would say, sir. We fixed your little porcine problem, sir. Here, take it, and take good care of it, you hear? It saved my life half a dozen times. Have you no other choice than to give us your own valuables? I want no debt, my lady, and I want my men to survive. We do what we gotta do. Thank you, Captain. Come on, Celine, let's go. Before something then text disappeared. I didn't click anything. I really didn't. I did not click anything because when I'm in reading mode, I don't have my hand on the mouse because I adopt my physical posture to be what I think will help me get the best line reading. Work on your manners. Sanctorium Templars don't behave as lightly as you do. Once Kieran is back on his feet, I'll send Cray to ask the army for supplies. We've been waiting for supplies for longer than we should. Hey there, thanks again for what you've done. Guys, the consort has every right to order us around. Without them, the Archlight would have submitted Harion a long time ago. I have read that there's 21 crystal fruits discovered so far on the Steam forum, so I will definitely be collecting those. Bye, Celine. I'll see you later.
So, at last we have a lead on your master's whereabouts.
Our journey
has just begun.
No time to lose. Let's go.
That was very abrupt in all categories, but okay. And it just drops me back here? So am I not allowed? Does that mean that I'm done with early access, actually? So, I think they could have done without the Celine and Darian standing there a bit and just go straight to the cat chasing the chicken thing and have the dialogue happen over that. Huh. Alright, I guess I am done. So this entire episode is just going to be post-game content then. Guess you will see me be collecting 21 fruits. Here I was thinking that if I moved on, I could get the cat steed and then run around collecting fruits real fast. So I'm just going to be running up to every possible crystal fruit location, whether or not I've claimed it. I have a map, but it only shows the overview map, not where it actually is in the game world. It shouldn't be too hard to locate, however. So here's number 1. We're going to call this region the northwestern part of Ur-Dunnrir. And then from this fruit, which is right here, just go directly south. What we'll do is I'll try to make this as smooth as possible. I will edit out me searching for the fruit and just make it one transition from one fruit to the next for you. And we've got that one. And then from here, we're going to go west-northwest up to the mountainside. And the crystal is right here. So the next one is the one I meant to get, but I got diverted by the shine. I was like, well, that has to be it. It obviously has to be it. So I veered off. It is right here, next to next to this dude who wants me to fight him.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
So that's the 4 in northwestern Ur-Dunnrir. Now we're gonna get to the Marsh of Alessa. I apologize that this is probably the reverse order that you can get them in, but on the bright side, by the time you decide that you're ready to explore the entire region, you'll probably have finished this section of the map. Meaning, you may not want to try to get a guide for everything if you haven't unlocked the entire region. So, maybe this does work out for you. And the first one of southwestern Horelsor in the marsh is right here. Right after the save point and in this little nook of the corner. Next one is going to be a little bit harder to see on the map. But you want to kind of end up at the branch of the tree. I veer like that so I can try to get all the enemies in one group. And here's the crystal fruit right here. This one is right above the S and H in the Marsh of Elasa. Next, we'll have to go around the river. The bridge to the north is broken at this point of the game. It might never be repaired. In this next little jog here, I've actually gone through and collected all of the resources and defeated the enemies in between, because I wanted to make sure that I can make a straight beeline for this one. So I'm going to take this southern route to cross the river, and we're going to follow the river after that. What you'll be looking for is this large structure, not an apparently man-made one, but right there. And the crystal fruit you're seeking is right up against it. And those are the 3 in southwestern Horelsor. Next we're going to get the 4 from the prisoner's camp. Once you get out of the marsh, just veer straight east and you should eventually come across this next crystal fruit. Right here, perched up against the mountain. Then we're going to go for the one on the far southeastern tip of the prisoner's camp. And that is right here. The third one is up against the mountainside on the lower end of the cliff. Just hug the mountain. And it's right here. Now, the fourth one is actually below the M in prisoner camp, so that means you have to go around the cliff. I might consider it part of the ruins, but it is two-dimensionally closer to the prisoner camp. Look for the double rock formation. You'll see the blue glow unless you're coming in from any direction other than the northeast side. Next, we're going to get the 5 in Northern Ur-Dunnrir. It's a little awkward to try to explain, but we'll say follow the cliffside towards Ur-Dunnrir on this side of the bridge. After this one, we're going to go towards Ur-Dunnrir, look for that tall obelisk in the distance, and go straight there. Right now, for some reason, I've got one of those pig monsters holding its elevation on the rock. So this will be the second of Northern Ur-Dunnrir. Wow, he has an inner muscular structure. That's kind of horrifying. Cool. Alright, so that was the second one of Northern Ur-Dunnrir. Now we're going for the third. There it is. Also up against this rock. I like that they're up against a three-dimensional surface so that you can see the glow more readily. That's the third of Northern Ur-Dunnrir, so the next one is just to the left of the inn. I am aware that I'm taking the reverse stance here than I did for the prisoner camp. It is two-dimensionally right next to the inn. So here it is on the map. It's just west of the inn, but it is definitely not anywhere close to it. We'll consider it a weighted value then, two-dimensionally, as in addition to how far it would be to practically get there. If you keep going south, you will find the next one. I remember it being next to a building, so... yeah, right there, right next to these gurns. So on the map, this crystal fruit is right here. So now the remaining few on this region will be very easy for you to actually collect, meaning it's going to be difficult for you to miss. But I will go ahead and cover them for completeness' sake. And the reason why I say that the remaining ones are easy is because from here it's a linear one-direction road with not a lot of obstacles in the way. So we can already see the first one that I will classify as being part of the ruins, crystal fruits, which is right here. And then further to the east of that, next to the forest passage door, is the last ruins crystal fruit. And then there are two ones that I classify as being part of the inn. One on the western side, so that's to my left at this point of this valley. Right when you get to this bend in the road up ahead. I think it's kind of neat that the foliage moves as you walk through it. Here we are, behind the treasure chest, and behind this tree is the first of the inn crystal fruits. And the last discovered fruit in this region is right next to the inn itself. So the entrance to the inn is to the left of those buildings there, but we're going to skip that and go straight up to the fence. And there you go. All 21 crystal fruits for this first map in the game. Now I don't believe there are any rewards yet, but let's go ahead and check the dude one last time to see if he will give us anything for our hard work. Got any runes? Not yet. I'll be waiting here for the last 79 of them. I suppose the other thing to do is to turn in my quests and see if something else comes up after that, because there's an achievement, something about defeating a legendary beast. Also, I do need to fight the priest. So we're heading back into town. There was a person with an exclamation mark over their head, so we'll talk to them, turn in our quests, beat up the holy man. What am I going to do with you? Whatever you do, be quick, because I'll be gone in 3 days, remember? Of course I remember, you oaf. Yeah, well, then I'd appreciate you leaving me some space on the matter. Hey, you there, with the Templar. You're some kind of mercenary, aren't you? I bet you say that to everyone with a big sword on their back. How does winning 1,000 hairs sound to you? It would sound good to anyone, ma'am. Good. See that worthless pile of hair beside me? Mom, what are you into the— Oh gods, please no. Turns out he didn't wait to be drafted into the army. He actually volunteered. Like I said, Mom, I have a plan and it's fireproof. Yeah, right. You'll bite the big one on your first day! If your mom doesn't do something for you, that is. Didn't you listen? I said I had an airtight plan. You two will train my son so he'll come back alive from whatever hellhole they'll be sending him to.
You'll take him with you for the next 3 days, teach him everything he needs to survive. 1,000 hairs. Deal? I'm gonna say no, just to see what the dialogue is, and I'll come back and say yes. Sorry, ma'am. You have to trust the training camps on that one. Well, that was the last chance for you to come back alive. Fireproof, Mom. Fireproof. Can't perform miracles, but yeah, I can give him some pointers. Hear that, Nugget? Don't call me that in front of strangers! Let's go, Nugget. I've made some arrangements with Monster Trader. Go find him. He's on the other side of the city. The boy's mom told me. So you're here to train this here lad, huh? You guys look exactly the same. You got that right. Well, those mean beans behind me ate their 5th tamer this month. They don't even bother to chew anymore. If you intend to fight them, consider yourself warned.
If I can't find a way, I'll make one. Take this!
Got it? If you're outmatched, take cover. If it's compatible with the master plan, yeah, I'll do that. You keep referring to a certain plan. What is it? Nuh-uh. Sorry guys, it's a secret. Let's resume the training. The next ones are even more dangerous. Be prepared.
This kind of feels like deja vu. Take this!
No, I must not have the right staff equipped.
There!
Well, I have the right staff equipped. I must not have equipped the crystals back to it or something. I don't know. We'll be fine. Oh, I'm getting so ripped, it's almost frightening. Having such power is probably too much of a responsibility. I knew dockers who quit their job for that reason. Couldn't handle their own burliness. I can totally relate, but, you know, I'm, like, from a different mold. I'm no quitter. Stop teasing them, Darian. Right, let's keep at it. And for the next, well, let's just say that you have my sympathy.
If I can't find a way, I'll make one! Take this!
You're beginning to hold your own, Nugget. I could even do it in my sleep now. Let's keep them coming. No need. I think you're ready. Let's go back to your mother. Come back later. We'll set things up. So, Nugget, here we are. By the way, my name's Nicholas. Say, why did you enlist? I'm sure you still had time before your draft. It's my mom. See how she's willing to spend an arm and a leg on some kind of false hope? She's nuts. Every morning, she counts the days remaining before my 18th. Keeps telling me, maybe the war will end before you have to go there, and the war got your father, but it won't get you. The weight is slowly driving her insane, so I thought I'd end it. Better for both of us. That's the master plan you've been talking about? Yeah, and I've got some older friends who are getting drafted. If I volunteer now, chances are they'll send us to the same place. Then we'll be able to look out for each other. Against all expectations, this plan is not all bad. You just might have a chance of surviving, Nicholas. Fireproof, I told you. Nugget, a young teenager from Haralsor, volunteered for the army. His mother seems to think he's not old enough to fight, or even survive on the front lines. She asked us to train Nugget until he's able to hold his own with a sword.
Oh yeah, there is a message board. I should probably turn on those quests, I guess. It might unlock another quest. The city of Ur-Dunnrir is rewarding anyone willing to risk her life to track down and kill a very dangerous Ur-Dunnrir that has been sighted hunting nearby. There's a disclaimer in small writing in which the poster of this request declines all liability for whatever happens to the volunteer willing to accept it. Actually, what I should do is go and switch gears real fast, but I don't have to switch even the crystals. Just to level up these blades and items. I'm not too worried that I didn't max out the XP on that, because I'm pretty much, like, if I do any training or anything, I'm actually set to go. I just switch over to those things and we'll be good. Did pick up a staff, we'll just turn that in for some money. Now we'll go beat up the priest.
You again. So, do you want to fight? Yes.
If I can't find a way, I'll make one! Take this!
Uh-oh, what's going on here? Okay, I thought it was some sort of super move. I don't know, it might have been.
Mercy. Mercy. By the gods, I can't. I can't take it anymore.
Hey pal, are you okay? I'm sorry, I thought you could actually deal with it.
It's okay, that's what I wanted.
Let me treat you. Penance or not, you need actual care.
Thank you, both of you.
I've never seen wounds close that fast, even with magic. You have still lost a lot of blood. You should be more careful.
The archpriests have imparted me with a unique blessing, one that gives me unparalleled resilience. I will be fine. Take this. I don't need it anymore.
I would definitely feel bad taking anything from you, especially after mopping the floor with your face.
Those are the rules of the penance. I must reward you. Come on, take it.
Still feel bad. I wonder if I just missed this before, or if I had to beat up the priest or something, or even talk to the little boy to get this quest.
You two, a minute of your time, please.
That'd be quick. We have little to spare.
It will be short, I promise. Have you seen a Ur-Dunnrir around these parts?
Ur-Dunnrir? We've seen a lot of them, actually.
The one we're seeking is different than most. It is sporting a single horn among its antlers.
And his mane, real. Don't forget his mane.
Of course, sir. Its mane shines brightly in the moonlight. You wouldn't be able to miss it, even if you wanted to.
Never forget it. Never forget how magnificent it was. And I want it dead. I want that Ur-Dunnrir dead. Kill it, and bring me back its horn. Priestess, you cannot refuse me this. You cannot deny me salvation. Please, save the soul of this dying old man.
A moment, old man. We have not seen the Ur-Dunnrir you seek, and we have no time to go big game hunting. I don't understand. Why is the fate of this beast entangled with your own?
30 years ago, the Ur-Dunnrir, it killed. And my sons,
Don't let yourself be overwhelmed by emotion, my lord. You know the anger makes the worst of your condition. Allow me to continue. 30 years ago, a Ur-Dunnrir erupted into my master's domain. In but a moment, it threw itself at a young man who had just completed his coming-of-age ceremony and pierced him with its horn. Then just as quickly as it came, it disappeared, leaving behind the lifeless body of my master's only heir. We have scoured the world, year after year, to track it down, provided they are willing to cooperate, of course. To no avail, until now. We know that this Ur-Dunnrir is prowling around Uralsor. Why do you want its horn? A token of its demise. And
I need it. I need it. That is all you need to know.
Let's leave it at that.
So, will you do it?
If by chance we find that beast on our travels, then we will answer your plight.
there is also a monetary reward, if that is any incentive for you to reconsider your doubtlessly busy schedule. Also, all of the hunters in the region may have valuable information on the beast's whereabouts, provided they are willing to cooperate, of course.
A Ur-Dunnrir with a horn and a mane that shines in the moonlight. This can't be right. This can't be an Uralik.
Uralik? What's an Uralik?
A mythical beast, presumably anointed by the gods, tasked to bring their wisdom to the people of Harion. But they disappeared centuries ago.
Any chance the old man's story is made up?
I don't know. He seemed pretty serious. And the part about his son is making me uneasy.
Why?
The Uraliks have been known to occasionally kill young men on the day they came of age. Apparently, they were gifted with foresight, but with one gaze they could determine the future of a person. But they would use that gift for one purpose, and one purpose only: to find people who would commit horrible crimes and terrible atrocities, and kill them before they reach that moment of their lives.
In order to prevent those atrocities from happening, right?
Exactly.
So the son of that old man was to become a murderer, or something like that?
Maybe even worse.
But killing someone who is still innocent at that moment of their life, I don't know how I feel about that.
Please, dispose of that wretched Ur-Dunnrir and bring us the good news.
I'll wait here for the time being.
So it's quite an adventure, I guess. But they mean around Uralsor, they mean the entire region, apparently. I feel like the Hargan and Real thing is totally mixed up, especially since the dialogue said Real was speaking when he used the word Real in his speech. That entire dialogue was redone in post-production because of the massive confusion I had trying to figure out who was speaking, and I don't think the game actually clearly labeled them, since one of the patch notes do indicate that they are working to properly label who is speaking at any given point in time. And I think actually the silver-haired guy is the butler, the younger-looking kid is the father in this case, so maybe that should be switched, I don't know. But for now, those are the voices I will be doing. And to make that work, I had to speed up certain dialogue frames so that it wouldn't last unbearably long, because I may have done live recording with multiple takes on it. And I also had to slow down some of them because I was reading it in a different voice style that finished the line way too fast. And to make all that happen, I also had to stretch out the song a little bit. So if you end up rewatching that scene, you'll notice when some of the snowflakes and feathers are falling a little slower than they should, or a little faster than they should, and also that the song is just a tiny bit slower than normal. so that I could continue to have that background music through the whole scene. Now, this is just some little editing things I do to make for a good viewing experience. I try not to do too much of it because I want to give a genuine representation of the game, but I also know that I need to spice up my videos so that there's some reason to watch them. And in this case, it's that I'm interested in attempting to breathe life into the lines that I read. There is one other post-production scene I need to do, and that is later on around the 53-minute mark. There is no voiceover for mid-travel dialogue occurring between Darian and Celine. Let me sleep. Tonight I'll be hunting that white Ur-Dunnrir everyone's going on about. So I guess the furthest one is the one I need to talk to? I don't know. So you're after the Ur-Dunnrir, huh? Tough luck. We will be the ones to claim it. Whoa. Okay.
I have no quarrel with you. Please go.
Whatever, dudes.
Take this!
The giant Ur-Dunnrir? Ain't telling. We're not working together on this. Have you seen a large Ur-Dunnrir around? I'm pretty sure that unique Ur-Dunnrir only appears during the day. Or was it during the night? He told us the Ur-Dunnrir only appeared at night. For the god's sake, are you deaf? You're after that giant Ur-Dunnrir, aren't you? Well, for 500 hairs, I might reveal where you can find it. No, keep your precious money. So you tend to find it alone? Good luck to you, then.
A prayer for your wayward
I
soul.
don't think they're actually under attack. I think the monster just wandered into their camp.
Take this! Damn!
Magnificent. If you want to see it for yourself, try Krauk Forest up there. We met a strange creature, a Ur-Dunnrir, far bigger than the rest of them. Beautiful, too. For some reason, I couldn't bring myself to raise my weapon against it.
Can't find a way. I'll make one.
You guys apparently can't bring yourselves to raise your weapon against anything. I can't believe we let it go. We could have been filthy rich. We were outmatched. It's a good job we didn't try to take on this thing. I wanted to talk to all the hunters. Oh well. How would they know about the Uralik back then? Know what? That it could predict the future. How could they know the Uralik was right in its predictions? Because I can't imagine people coping well with the Ur-Dunnrir killing their offspring, then getting away without any explanation. Good observation. Maybe they didn't believe the Uralik could see the future. And maybe that is the reason they went extinct. People used to hunt them. Or maybe they wanted a trophy. The horn of Uralik is supposed to have very potent magical powers. Word has it, it can perform miracles. But, as with many beliefs, they were unfounded. Do you think the old man lied to us? He has no dead son and just wants a trophy? No. His pain seemed real. Alright, well, looks like I completely missed these two chests right here. Either that or they get added in with one of the mini patches that have been released. Okay, here's more chests. I wouldn't really have missed that chest, would I? I was trying to flank it, but to make a dramatic appearance of this thing, but alright.
Is it the Uralik? Yes, I see a horn among its antlers. Let's get this over with. Wait, before we do anything, I must see for myself. See if it is the Last Uralik.
And then here come the random monsters that are just roaming the area.
Celine, you're nuts. If it is an envoy of the gods, then nothing will happen to me.
And he just like cruises right through Darien.
Is it that important to you? Enough to risk your life? Yes, it is important. Okay, I'll stay here if anything happens. You can read my thoughts, can't you? I sense something. It is just like you're reading my mind and opening up yours. What are you trying to tell me? What the? No! Leave him alone!
If I can't find a way, I'll make one!
I will commend your soul to the gods.
I like how when they get interrupted, they get their full bar back. Legendary Beast got nothing on me. Why did it attack us? It seemed peaceful until... No matter. We had to defend ourselves. Let's cut off that horn and bring him back to Hargrand.
No, Darian. We will not defile the Uralik's remains to get his horn. We will give him a proper burial instead.
Celine, are you serious? We came all the way up here to find this Uralik, only to give up on his horn? Hey, are you crying?
These tears are not mine. The Uralik, he opened his mind to me before he attacked us. I caught a glimpse of his memories, the melancholy, the loneliness, the unescapable feelings of regret. And what he did, he had no choice, because he acted out of duty, a sacred duty. And there is nothing in what I've seen justifies parting him from his horn. This Uralik was a noble beast, Darian. His body must not be desecrated.
His victims were still innocent, Celine.
I'm not asking you to forgive, or even to understand. I'm asking you not to defile his remains.
You're serious, huh? To be honest, I felt some of that too. A sense of overwhelming melancholy. Alright, I'll help you bury it.
Thank you, Darian.
Hargan will be thrilled to hear that we refuse to bring him the horn back.
I will talk to him. I feel the Uralik has imparted me with something. It is still watching me. I know it.
He attacked me. I guess that means I'll become some kind of evil murderer in the near future.
The Uralik did not attack you on the day you came of age.
I believe you're off the hook.
He probably understood we were coming on Hargan's behalf.
Right. So it's good enough to kill him, but not good enough to take his horn. Additionally, the miracles that the horn could bestow could be good things. It could do good things. So, I don't know. I guess we'll just take the exit out, the fast exit out. Here's another chest. Come on. There's no way I missed this one. I wonder if they ever fixed that middle road thing. Yeah, they did. I think I normally see the mouse, do I? Hold on, let me try opening the map. There we go. I hit M to open the map, which didn't open the map actually, but it made the mouse go away. So anyways, I'm gonna kind of backtrack a little bit to see if there are any other chests. If the beast is already dead, 1, doesn't need the horn anymore. And 2, the beast dead with the horn can do less good for the world than having the horn perform magic. Even if it was just an equipment item that I could carry, it would still do more good than being buried. Also, I don't really have much respect for things that try to kill me, so... Here's some more chests. And then the game. Come on, get rid of the mouse. There we go. Just another one. Looks like they despawned the cubs that were walking over the whole cutscene. Probably should have just despawned them before the cutscene instead of after. So all the models are dressed in white before they get skinned. Skinned being the word I am using, not sure if it is correct, but the word I am using to describe when they have their colors and textures on. I don't know if that's how it normally works in games, but in this game they all appear as white mannequins before they finish loading.
You have returned, as bearers of good news, I hope. The Uralik is dead. The Uralik. So you know of the beast's true name. You're well informed, I see.
The horn! Give it to me! You did not bring the horn. You left it where it belongs, with the Uralik. By what right? This horn was to be mine! Why didn't you bring it back? You know of the Uralik yourself. Surely you have learned about their history during your decades-long quest. The Uralik was not a cold-hearted monster. It was an envoy of the gods. And as cruel as it may seem, the gods have tasked him with a mission. A mission? Slaughtering innocent young men for crimes still uncommitted? Are you taking the defense of that murderous demon? You saw it, didn't you? The day the Uralik took your son. The regrets, the pain, the sadness. Yes, I saw it. I saw the Uralik kill an innocent man in spite of itself. But tell me, what good are the regrets of a beast covered with the blood of your only child? What good is the truth if it makes your only heir a monster to be? What consolation remains for a father who has lost twice his only son, once to death and once to grace? If I believe the legends, they will tell me my son was to be guilty of some foul deed, but I will never ever accept it. I knew my son better than anyone else. Better than that monster. Since you refuse to bring me back the horn, will tell me where I can find the remains of this demon.
What do you intend to do with it?
Skin it, feed it to stray dogs, and get that horn.
May I remind you that the reward was for the horn? No horn, no reward.
You have not told us everything, Hargan. What do you need the horn for? The knowledge of Ur-Alik's demise should be enough to quench your thirst for vengeance.
My son, he's...
My master has ample reason to believe that the soul of his heir is trapped in the horn of that wretched creature.
Oh no. Who told you this?
That is of no relevance.
It was a sorcerer, right? Did he promise you he would free your son if you brought him the horn?
What if he did?
It is a lie, Hargan. That sorcerer's only motivation is greed. He's not offering to free your son. He's looking into ways of getting his hands on the horn of the Last Uralik. You know it is a lie, Hargan. I can't believe you are so easily fooled.
How can you be so sure that my son is not in there?
The Uralik is a sacred beast, and he allowed me to share his consciousness. And there was nothing but sadness. I saw it. I saw all of it. Trust me when I tell you that the Uralik is not keeping the souls of his victim in his horn.
And I'm supposed to believe you? Share his consciousness? Am I supposed to give any credit to this preposterous assertion? No, I will not satisfy myself with such weak conjectures, whether this sorcerer lied or not. I must do everything in my power to make sure that the soul of my son may finally rest. For the last time, tell me where the Uralik is.
Your son is not in there, Lord Hargan. His soul is already at peace in the realm of the gods.
Answer me! Now! Respond! Answer me, priestess! For the love of the gods, answer me! Answer me, please!
He is dead, Lord Hargan. I am sorry.
My lord.
Curses! Curses!
I am sorry for your loss.
Let's go, Celine.
An old noble of some forgotten family is actively seeking a large Ur-Dunnrir near Hurasor. He is offering good money for the creature's horn. Celine thinks it's a fabled beast called Uralik. Apparently, there are plenty of hunters in the region who are after the same query as us. We might be able to get information on the creature's whereabouts if we poke them for it. They are our best bet of finding clues to the beast's location. Thank you very much for watching Tran Wins Edge of Eternity Early Access version Alpha 1.199. I'll see you next time.